Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is V and we are trading Bitcoin today live for the London Open. So what a crazy week we've had. The market continues to fall. Stock market is tanking. So it's not looking too great for Bitcoin right now. But the good thing is that we are day traders, and so we can trade the market going up and we can trade the market going down. So that is what I've been doing this week. So let's go over, we'll start with today and then I've got a couple of things to go over with you guys this week. We've got some exciting new stuff from HyroTrader. We've got a new platform that I'm going to show you that I was in the beta team, so we got to try this out for the last couple of weeks. And now I've got a live account, so we're playing with that. And then, we'll go over my trades. And my goal for this is, so I've got a brand new $25,000 account for the Clio platform. And I'm going to endeavor to show you all of my trades and how they work and how I can do them on the platform. So first things first, we're going to start by doing my Asia range and then see where we are. I do have to change these times because, so I'm going to go back an hour. No, forward an hour. So these all changed because they changed with the American times, but they're not the same yet. So, because it's only 6:30 in London. But it's pushed forward the other times for London. So I'll have to play with that anyway. So if you followed me along before, this is our Asia range trading that we set up. So what we got here is the Asia range, which is, I put it on GMT, so on UTC time, so everyone can have the same time. So basically we start at 1 a.m. GMT. So that's 1 a.m. in London, which if you are in Asia, this is our Asia range here. Basically, it's all changed wrong now because it's all gone back for an hour, but it's not actually gone back an hour in Asia. So it's all messed up actually. But so it's 1 a.m. to 1 p.m., which is the Asia box. And then we do London Open, which is 7 a.m. in London until 10 a.m. in London. So because if you'll see right now, I've got my London times. It is 6:30 a.m. in London, and we want to start measuring London from 7 a.m. till 10 a.m. So that's the Asia, that's the London range that we'll be trading. In Asia, what we want to do is take half an hour before Hong Kong opens. So Hong Kong, actually, this is the 10 o'clock open. So this is the crypto market open, which for me is 10 a.m., but it's midnight GMT. And then it is basically an hour after that is Asia open, which is half an hour before Hong Kong open, which is right here. So if we can see today what we've got, we had a nice fake out move up. And I've got our classic market manipulation railroad candles, which is a green-red push up and then complete tank. So whenever you see these kind of moves with our market maker candles, which are our PVSRA candles, the colored candles here, showing manipulated moves. We had like a baby one here, which then reversed, but then we had, this is the main one here, and we've gone down. But we were expecting that anyway. We've been going up for the last couple of days. So if anyone has been following me on Twitter, you know that we had this Asia play yesterday. And so this is Monday. Yes. Monday? Tuesday morning. So Tuesday morning, we had this fake out down, and then go check out my Twitter, and it breaks down the whole move right there. But this is basically a perfect recovery of a green vector candle, like to the absolute T. It was a beautiful, beautiful move. And so I'm currently long Bitcoin from down here. And then we had a bit of funny business going on in New York. And now what we're looking at is perhaps a reversal here to continue up, because my actual my target is a little bit further up. So these are the psychological levels from the weekend. But if we actually go, let me go to this guy. These are the levels that I called earlier in the week. So I'm going to do a time frame. So this is what we're looking at here. Is this a W reversal? Technically, we've got a slightly lower bottom, but sometimes that happens when they're trying to fake people out. If they don't have enough liquidity, they will fake out these lows to get more liquidity and then bounce. This green box here is a green vector candle recovery from over here. It's actually a blue candle on this chart, I believe. So if you go up onto, I believe it's even a daily candle. So this is a blue daily recovery from all the way over in November. And if we go in and have a look, like, come on, like exactly, it recovered that entire candle exactly and then bounced. So like you cannot make this like stop up. Like it's pretty hectic. But is this just another bounce before we come back down? Because what we've got right here is our daily golden pocket. So this is the 618 and the 0.65. And so perhaps we'll be coming down to this level down here. Actually, let's go to the daily. I'll show you. So, oh, did I move? Oops, I did move a bit further down there. So yeah, there is a little bit further down maybe to come. And then that's it, yeah. So will this be a bounce? We'd really want to see this break up through here. And we really need to break this center of the W for it to be a confirmation of a W reversal. Otherwise, in general, if you see this kind of like failure pattern, a lot of the time it does like another little kind of handle, which is actually an inverted cupped handle. You'll see this a lot. You'll get the first one and then you'll get another smaller move before it comes down. And so this is also a green vector cup. You can see it here. This is the blue one here. So that box there was the blue one. We've got this big candle right here. So this is another area of interest. This is your 618 and 0.65. This is your daily golden pocket. And so there's a very good chance because we've come down so far that we will continue to keep coming down. This whole area is an area of interest. Sometimes it will hit the 50% mark of these candles. So maybe it will come and just above it. Maybe we come down and spike if we fail at these areas today. So this is what we're looking at. This is very, very interesting. It's all manipulated and it's all planned. Like no one should be worried about this. They all know what they're doing. They're doing this on purpose. They do what they do because they're trying to create as much liquidity as possible to make as much money as possible. We just need to be able to see those moves before they happen and see what they're doing. So if you actually come down here, yeah, see into the area. So what's that? It's another 15% drop, which is not great. But it's still only at 70,000. And then if you go on the heat map and things like that, there's a lot of buy orders around the 70, 69, 70, obviously, because this is golden pocket. A lot of people have the same analysis. So you will see there are a lot of buy orders sitting down here. So I would not be surprised at all if this just kind of rolls over and we end up going back down. Yeah, I do think there's a little bit more to kind of go. We have taken this area here. So there is potential that this has all been recovered. So this whole area, this whole candle has been recovered. But this is a higher level vector recovery as well. This might be on the daily, this box here. This is also the 50% fib for the down move. So the 50% fib is here. So we've got all these vector recovery candles. We've also got the 200 moving average up here. So that's why I'm fairly convinced that we will get a push up into this area. And then if we fail here, like if we start rolling over and come back and break down, that would be my next area of interest, be all the way down here. There is a chance it comes down, does another fake out, and then comes up. But with the way the news is being right now, it's like, not too sure. It's not looking very good. And there's any excuse to take as much profit by these market makers and the big liquidity guys. They're going to take it for sure. So let's go back onto this guy. So what are we looking at today? So this for me is looking like an Asia low sweep. So what we've got here, the fake out move up, so market manipulation, pushing it down, make the range, we're sweeping the low right here. So I have actually gone long, and I'm going to show you the new Clio platform. I can load it. And it happened just before I went live, so I wanted to make sure I caught it before, if I didn't miss it. Let me see if I can just share this one. Perfect. So this is the new Clio platform. If anyone's ever traded in TradingView, it's very similar to that. I've traded futures in the past and traded directly through TradingView, and I found this to be very, very similar. You've kind of got similar buy, sell, market limit. You've got all the normal things that you usually do. There's a lot more. If you trade very strict, like risk to reward, percentages, you're going to love this platform because there's a lot of nuance that you can do and a lot of programming and stuff that you can do. But for me, it's just really simple. You kind of move stuff around. And again, if you're used to trading directly in TradingView, you're going to like this platform. This very much reminds me of when I used to trade futures. So what I've done here is I think this is what we might be doing is coming back up to test the 10 line, or this is going to fail and we're going to roll over. This is a $25,000 account. So what I've got is a $25,000 100x leverage move, which is $250 risk position size. And then I've just got my little stop loss here, which you can see. I really like that you can see the dollar value of the stop loss, which is nice. And then you have all the rest of your stuff broken down here, your realized profit, which is your fees. It shows you your live trading profits. It's really easy to move your stop losses and things like that. So if you live in a country like America where Bybit is restricted, this is going to be a great option for you because you don't need to do KYC. So it's completely open to every single country. You don't have to worry about the KYC because it's all a separate platform. It uses Binance Direct liquidity, so you know that it's going to be super liquid. Your prices are going to be super accurate. So definitely if you are maybe a little bit more of a technical trader, maybe if you want to try something different, or if you live in a country where Bybit is restricted, then definitely try the Clio platform. I really like it. I'm going to be showing you all of my trades. I'm going to try and live stream every time I do a trade so you can see how I'm going on my challenge and how I do everything from the very first start to the very finish. I've done a video of how to set everything up, which I will publish soon. And then, I'll be doing my daily trades with you guys and showing you how it works. But actually, the very next thing, that's actually what I will probably show you. Let's go over here. Okay. I'm going to put this here so I can see it better. Okay. Perfect. Awesome. So this is a trading plan that I came up with to kind of help you get your head around your goals for when you're trying to do a timed challenge. So one of the biggest things people do when they're doing a challenge is they try and do too much too fast. So with the Hiro Trader challenges, they're 15 days unless you pay for the one step. So you've got 15 days to make your profit. There's no point in YOLOing like 100x your entire thing like on the first day and then making like and then just blowing your account. Like that's just, it's not smart. So the best thing to do is to have a goal, have a daily goal, and try and meet that goal every day. So for example, this is my $25,000 account. Stage 1, we got 10 trading days. So we have a 10% profit. So we want to make $2,500 in 10 days. So what we want to do is we want to make $250 per day. That's it. That's all we want to do. How you want to set it up is your risk profile. So how risky do you want to go? So do you think that, you know, there's a chance that you make 10 mistakes in a row? So it's like going to take 0.5%, 10 losing trades in a row for you to get to your max daily loss. So this is that kind of thing. If you want to do like a 5-day, like you think it's 5, this is going to be like 1%. So your max loss could be 1% per day, 1% per position. And that's going to give you $250 for your max risk. There's also things to take into consideration is your leverage. So depending on the position that you're in, let me just check this actually, because it's dropping through. Yeah. I think I just got stopped out. That's cool. Yeah. So if it doesn't bounce at that point, it's probably just going to continue down. But there is some liquidity like right underneath. Actually, let's go back to here. Cool. So there is this vector candle recovery right here. So it could just be coming down into this area to collect this, then coming up. Cool. My computer's really slow. It is also right before 5 o'clock, so we might see that we get this bounce here and then come up. Because the other thing that I usually see in these strong trending days is that it generally will come up and then hit one of these and then come back down. This is a very strong move. So I would be expecting some kind of like recovery bounce before it continues, if it's going to continue. So let's just continue to watch that and see how it goes. If we get a bounce here, once it recovers this liquidity from last night. But if I go back into here, let's have a look here. So, so one of the things you need to consider when you're creating your positions is your leverage. This is just kind of a little cheat sheet of like how to kind of figure it out. You don't really want to try and like max out your leverage on a meme coin because that's just super hectic. And a lot of them, especially in Bybit, they will max out. You don't have a choice. Like the meme coins, they'll only give you 12.5x. And so this just kind of gives you an idea of like what leverage to use, and then the goal of the percentage move that you're going to look at per day to give you $250 per day. And then I did a little breakdown over here as well of just using different types of risk, how to do your stops, your max stops, all that sort of stuff. And then again, just remember, we're only trying to make $250 a day. Let's actually go back to Clio. Yeah, I just got stopped out. Okay. So yeah, so super easy. Got stopped out here. But again, this is okay. So I've got 10 minutes to go. So one of the things when you're doing trades, you will find trades will make moves around the time frames of the charts. So you'll find 5 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour, you'll find different moves. So if we're going to get a move like this to get a reversal, I wouldn't be surprised if we push until the next 10 minutes and then maybe try and get that reversal. Don't know why my computer's freezing up because there's too much going on. That's okay. There we go. Let's have a look. So let's have a look here. I'm going to keep an eye on this. I'm on the 5-minute chart. We've almost recovered that candle. Let's go down to the 1 minute. See what it's doing. You can see how we've got this push down and then it's not going anywhere. Wonder if we'll get a little W and then up. So here. So we'll keep an eye on this. If it collects this area, maybe creates another one and then comes back up. Always check in your different time frames to see how your vectors are looking as well. That gives you a much better view of the green vector. Like, that's massive. So the other thing you'll see, I like the 15-minute to create major vector candle combinations. So what we'll probably see is this push down, and then we'll see a train track come up if it's going to bounce here. If. Because if you have a look on the 1 hour, this will be kind of your sweep and then up. Get back to 5 minutes. Let's have a look at my other indicators. Okay. So if you guys who haven't seen this before, these are my other favorite indicators. This is a modified MACD. And so what I'm seeing here is I've got a downward push, but then the MACD is pushing up. So we've got divergences here. We've also got, if this actually comes around here, we've also got bullish divergence here. This is an SMI, so it's a stochastic oscillator. So if we do get this bounce here, this is all good signs for a bounce. This is an ADX, this is the directional. What we really want to see is that green line to start pointing up, and they will all be points of confirmation that this is our fake out move. So I'm going to come over here to Clio, and then I'll show you. So what I've got, I always use 100x leverage. It's just what I'm used to, and I just psychologically like the amounts. It just makes me feel like you're doing really well. And then also I'm going to switch it to Tether, because I don't like to think in Bitcoin. I think in Tether, because that helps me to create position sizes based on my challenge size. Because this challenge, the rules for the Hiro Trader 2-step challenges is different to step 3 and funded. So once you get into the step 3 and you and the funded levels, you actually have a max cap of 2x your challenge size. So for my example, I've got a $25,000 challenge for this challenge. I cannot have a total position amount more than $50,000. And then you can also not use more than 25% of your account for margin. So I've got 25,000 for the challenge, which means 25% of that is like what? It's 12 and a half, is like 6,000 or whatever it is. So you can't use more than $6,000 for your margin level. So for me, using 100x, I'm never ever going to get close to that either. So that's never going to be an issue because you're using such a small amount of margin. So that's just like my tip for me is like if you use higher leverage with a smaller position, you're never going to hit your margin level, but you just need to make sure that you're conscious of the 2x max amount. See, this is actually looking good. Okay. So we're on here, right? Yes, perfect. So we're in clear. So right now, what we want to do is, this is the easiest way to create a position that I found. For me, I just drag the stop loss down to where it is. I put in the amount, so it's 25,000. So I've got 25,000 here. My margin is $250. I got my stop loss down here, which is like only $59. I'm happy with all of that. And then it's just going to clarify that 100x, 25,000, 250, buy. And it's really that simple. So it's just, that's the simplest way that I've figured out how to do it. You can actually go through and do it all and do limit orders and everything, and it makes it super, super easy that way. But let's have a look. Let's go back over here. Get rid of this guy. It's pretty much like just taking out that vector recovery completely. So let's see if it keeps pushing. We've got 3 minutes till the next hour candle. And then we'll see how we go. Just gonna keep pushing that. While I check my other positions. Oh, my computer is freaking out. Too much going on. Oh, it's my kitty's dinner time too. Let's have a look. I'm gonna have to close some of these because there's too much going on. Okay. Okay. 1 minute, 30 seconds, I should say. Really like this candle to shine green. Okay, let's see. I said I'm not getting the green candle like I would like it to be. This way I can see it. There we go. We could just be putting in the tail. This is pushing down though. I am getting pushes on my altcoin, so I'm trading. I have another trade open on WIF, which is just my favorite to trade right now, and it's pushing like a lot. So there's something that it's called SMT. I believe it's an ICT principle, and that in general, if your whatever you're trading is doing slightly opposite to the main trade, it's actually a good thing. So at this point, Bitcoin was going down and the alts were going up. So that's actually a good sign. But we need really to push through. Actually, let's put you down here. Okay. Let's put it down on the 1 minute so you can see it a little bit better. We got the green candle, but it failed at the 50. So we really want it to push through. The blue purple line is the 50 moving average. And so we really want it to push. Ideally, you want the green candle to push through. That's a good sign. So see how all these green candles fail. That's not what you want to see. You want to see the candle push through. So this candle here, push through, up. There's not a lot of other good ones there, but we really want to see a strong green candle through the 50 as confirmation. Where's my Clio? So I'm still in. I have not been stopped out yet. So let's see if we can continue through. Okay, here we go. There's the push. Okay, turn green. The other problem here is this blue line here is the Asia low. So we really want it to push through that. Otherwise, this is just going to be a rejection. Yeah, I'm getting nice pushes on my other trades. So let's go. Let's go, Biddy. Push. I got the green candle on a different exchange. So this is Bybit. So I was on MEXC before, and we did get the green candle on Bybit. So it is always slightly different, obviously, because the market makers are usually different on different exchanges. Sometimes they're the same, but you've got the green candle. This is what we want, and now we want to see this continuation up. This is them moving the market wherever they want it to go. Another blue candle. This is a market maker move. They're pushing now. It's still struggling at the Asia low. So I'll go back to this guy. So again, this blue line here is the Asia low. We really want to see it stay strong. If I'm looking around, I have a 4 monitor setup. So I have one over here, I have one up there, I have the main, and then I have my laptop. Bouncing off the 13 right now on the 1 minute. For anyone who hasn't seen this indicator before, it's called the Traders Reality indicator, TR Main. So Traders Reality Main indicator, and it is a series of moving averages and the vector candles. So highly recommend you check out Traders Reality. He's amazing. I very first learned how to trade the market maker method through Tino. He has so much free material and amazing supportive Discord and Patreon and like all that sort of good stuff. So highly, highly recommend checking out Traders Reality. So what we got here, the yellow indicator is a 5 moving average. This is the 13. This is the 50. We've got a 200, and then there's an 800 up here. And the other one I use is the VWAP. So that's my basic setup for my candles. It's not looking bad. I don't like that it's not pushing. But it did that yesterday. It didn't, when I got into my trade off that bounce, it wasn't bouncing hard enough for me. And so I ended up taking profits because I thought it was going to fail. And it kept going. So I could have made like 4 times as much, but it was better to have profit than to have no profit. So I'm happy I made profit. But yeah, it's annoying when you second guess yourself. So, but again, if in doubt, take some profits. I really need to get through this area. I really want to see this move strongly through here, or I'm going to move my stop loss to break even. I might just do that just in case, because I might go, it's going to fail. But I guess that's the thing. So because everything is so tight, it's only a $60 stop loss. If it does come down here and maybe does form the rest of that W, I might just leave it actually. Because again, like if we have a look back at our plan, my daily drop, my max daily loss is 1,250. Not that that's a goal, obviously. But that first one, I think I stopped at, it was like $50. This trade is going to be $60. So I'm nowhere near going to go near my stop loss goal. So people who are blowing their accounts from hitting their daily stop, they're risking too much. Their position size is too high, or their amount of margin is too high. Like if you do small conservative positions regularly over time, you will hit your goal. We don't want to try and YOLO. It also doesn't look good because that's not what they're looking for. They're not looking for YOLO traders. They're looking for people who are disciplined, people who can follow a plan and then show consistent results over time. So there's no point in making a $2,000 trade one day and then like losing $500 every other day. They want to see small amounts consistently over time. And so, yeah, if you can come up with a plan, definitely hit me up below. And if you want to have a look at this, I can send it to you. But yeah, everyone is different in their plan and how much risk they take and how they do their trades. But yeah, definitely this, using the right type of leverage on what type of coins you do is massive. But then also just having realistic profit goals. Like we're not trying to hit $5,000 a day on $25,000 account, $250 a day. Like again, for Bitcoin, that is with position size. Right now, my position size is 250. So I only need a 1% move to hit my goal. And right now, Bitcoin has been moving consistently more than that every day. So it should be easy to get a 1% move on a Bitcoin move. Okay, let's go back to Bitcoin. Okay. What are you doing, Biddy? Okay, I'm bouncing on my memes. Why whiff? I like dogs. I used to trade Near all the time as well. Because they have so much liquidity, they do move quite a lot, and I'm getting some really, really good trades on them. I basically do all of my analysis on Bitcoin. So right now I'm watching Bitcoin on one monitor, and then I have my meme coins on the other one. And so I trade the movement on Bitcoin, but then I trade on the smaller coin at the same time using that analysis. Right now. Yes, I'm not liking it. So at this point, it's rejecting off the Asia low. But again, it might be just forming that little W. So we'll see how it goes. There is another little bit of liquidity down here. But yeah, it's so small. The major one is that one. let's do this guy. Let's see. So you can actually see right now I've got the different exchanges, and I have different charts on different exchanges. So this one I've got my MEXC, which I do with my Asia range. This is Binance. So this is the major daily moves I have on this Binance chart. And then I've got other stuff on, this is my Bybit. So you can see on Bybit there is just a little bit more liquidity down here. So that could be possible that do this. Just a W. Here. So yeah, we have looking good. We've got our MACD is pointing up. We are oversold. Our ADX is slightly pointing up. So this would be good. Good for a bounce if we can push. Looking on the higher time frames, we are definitely very oversold. We have passed the signal line and we are making a higher high with bullish divergence. So these are all good signs that this is going to bounce. Right now, our volatility is super low, which is also a good sign for a big move. So usually you get big moves. This is called a BBWP. It's a Bollinger Band Width Percentile Volatility Index. So basically, blue down the bottom is zero volatility, nothing's going on, and then red at the top is super high volatility. Usually before you get a big move, you'll hit the zero, which is when you see these blue bars. So if you kind of have a look over here, we've got these blue bars, and then we got that pushed down with the market maker candle. Again, blue bars here. We got our market maker reversal right here. So blue bars is usually a good sign that there's going to be some sort of market maker push. We've already got one here. This is usually a good sign anytime you break and make a higher high on top of the signal line. This is a good sign. And we also do have that bullish divergence like right there. Okay, we got a market maker candle on the 1 minute. Oh, yeah, see again, it's not coming through on the. Oh, no, that is Bybit. Oh, it must be MEXC. Yeah. So I'm on Binance now, and see there's your market maker candle. That was actually a really high volume candle. Yeah, I'm not liking this. It does look good though. Like, my other indicators are looking good. Might be waiting for 5:30. Might be waiting to make a certain candle. We really want to start to see this push. Otherwise, this is going to be a failure. I know it looks hectic, but I understand what's going on. Sometimes what they do is they'll hold the price, especially when it's been dumping like this at a change of recession. You might get a lot of people who are going short. And what they're doing is just literally buying into the shorts. And once they get enough liquidity, they'll just like smash it. But yeah, but between the vector candle recovery, the sweep of the Asia low, we do even just, if it is going to push down, we get a failure. Like it'll come up and then down. But when that, so that's your 200. Actually, no, that's the 800. That's the 200 on the hour. It's so close. And then there's all this liquidity up here, plus the psychological levels. Like this would be my area before it fails. Like all of this. So for you guys who aren't familiar with the market maker method, the psychological levels are the levels built over the weekend by the market makers. And in general, they move and make your false move either way of the psychological levels. If you follow Annie from Trade Chapel Chill, who also does market maker, she calls this the weekend boardroom. And it's a similar idea. Hers is like slightly different, the way she measures it, but it's a similar idea. It is like generally on the weekend we consolidate, and then whichever way we break out, that is kind of, there's usually a false move first before it does something. But the last few weeks, because we've been trending so hard, it's actually just trending straight away. Like there's no real false move. It's just pushing. And so the last few weeks, it's just completely failed the levels and then just pushed. And so here we go. We'll have a look at Monday. My levels are all off. Yeah. So Monday, it's Asia. I'm going to put it back onto my time so I know what's going on. Okay. Yeah, that's better. I don't know why it was off. There we go. Awesome. Cool. Just fix all that up. So what you see here was the Monday move. We had this little bit of a push down reversal on the Asia Open, and then a push up. We had this fake out in London. So a lot of times you will see this sort of fake out move. A lot of times it happens up, but this is actually a double. So it's fake out down, fake out up, and then another one up. And then what you see is we've got another fake out towards the end of London, and then this is New York Open. So New York Open is actually right here, and we just got a smash down. So this is a very typical move. This is our Asia up. false move, and then push. Perfect. So this was yesterday. Let's draw our Asia range. So for me, this is 11. So this is 11 to here. 1. And there's London here. So this was an extreme push. So this was that fake out move to collect the daily vector candle recovery, and then it just does not go. So when you get a V bottom like this, a very strong V bottom move, not that one. It usually doesn't come back. So it just keeps going and keeps going very strongly. There's no usually a W that gives you a second chance. So if you miss this entry, it's often very difficult to get back in. You did get an opportunity here. So obviously this was in New York. And what you get is this is actually the VWAP. So it's a bounce off the VWAP and you continuation up. And then if you follow the levels, so this is level 1. This is level 2. And what I'm expecting is a level 3. Expecting another move up here. So another push into this area up here, like I was talking about, whether or not we hit this area here or whether we come up and get this liquidity, or as we see on the other one, this one. Yeah. This is a vector candle recovery. Yeah. So there's a lot of vector candles over here. 200, and then the 50% move. And this is the area that I think we might just like chill here until New York, and then basically it's CPI tonight. So if you guys haven't got this yet, I will show you this. Okay. So this is called Forex Factory, and they have a financial news calendar. So I've got this set up to show the major news events, which are the red ones. Last night we had the job openings, and obviously there's more job openings because Trump is firing everybody. So that is not a surprise. Tonight we have CPI. And it will most likely come out high because the price of everything has gone up. Although you never know, there could be manipulation going on. If this comes in low, it could be good. But the fact that we've been pushing up for 3 days is usually a market maker move to show that they're going to smack it down. So they usually do the opposite to whatever the news is going to come out. And so if the inflation comes out high, so if CPI comes in high, they will probably smack that move back down. Stock market will continue to tank. Bitcoin will probably go down to that $70,000 level where there's lots of buy orders, but that's also the fib area as well. So that's the golden pocket area. So that's probably what we're going to see today is a push up into tonight, which is like about 5 hours from now. So 10:30 my time, it's 5:30 now. we should probably see that continue up into this area, and then we'll probably get the rollover in a quite a severe move because, oh, surprise, inflation is high. Nobody's surprised inflation is high. Trump's putting tariffs on everything. Everything's going up. So, yeah, not to be surprised. But yeah, I think that's been a pretty good analysis for the day. Let's go back up to here, back into this one. We're still pushing. Okay, good. Okay, so I'm on the 5-minute chart. This is actually looking good. This is our little W formation for our continuation up. Oops, wait. It's still not. So yeah, so this is our little W bouncing straight off of the vector recovery. If we get a nice green candle pushing through here, that would be lovely. I'd be very happy with that. Here's my Clio position. So we are $100 in profit. So I'm almost at my goal for the day, which is $250. So it really is that easy. You don't want to like stress yourself. I'm actually going to move my profit stop loss to break even. And that way I now have a risk-free trade. So I'm probably going to have a look at these levels. If it fails here, I'll probably take some profits. And then at least I've made, $50 for the day. But hopefully it continues to push. And we head up to those levels. Okay, so I'll show you. There's my clear position. So basically I just moved the stop loss. You can kind of see it's behind there now. So it's still there. So you can see the stop loss, it's still there. But I've just moved it up to break even. So now it's a break even trade. And it's it's really easy as that. So that's not good. But yeah, seeing as we're not breaking through this area, not super confident yet. But it's a risk-free trade at this point, so can't really complain. Awesome. Well, that's probably enough analysis for the day, guys. Any questions, pop them down in the chat below, and I will get back to you guys. Otherwise, follow me on Twitter and Telegram. And don't forget to check out information about Hero Trader if you're interested in trading with a prop firm. Now, so it really doesn't matter wherever you are in the world. You can trade with either Bybit, but if you are in a country that doesn't support Bybit, then you can now use the Clio platform as well. And actually, Hero Trader also has two different challenges now. There is a 1-step, which is only 10 days, and there is the normal 2-step, which is what I'm doing right now, which is the 15 days challenge. But yeah, any other questions, let me know below, and I will catch you next time.